Fall and winter is the perfect time to prune your fruit trees while they are in their dormant period. Dormancy is the yearly period of non-growth that they experience in the winter. So you can see that this tree is definitely in dormancy because it's begun to lose its leaves. There are many reasons to prune your fruit trees. For instance, one of them is size control. If your tree is about 15 to 20 feet tall, chances are that most of the fruit is growing on branches that are way out of your reach. Wouldn't it be nicer to just be able to walk up to your tree and pluck a fruit without even having to stand on your tiptoes? Proper pruning can also increase the amount of fruit that your tree produces. Horizontal branches receive more direct sunlight, which stimulates the growth of flower buds, and flower buds produce fruit. Look at how many buds grew out of this one cut that I made last season. This is very unusual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on a fig tree, the fruiting and flowering buds occur on year-old wood or shoots that grew last season. I want to show you just how much has grown this season on this tree so you can have an understanding of the concept of last year's wood versus this year's wood. Right here, you'll see a cut that I made last year. And then this was actually one of the lateral buds that grew up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And it is way up there. That's that tallest one that you see. Figs are also very special because they produce a second crop later in the season on new wood. Personally, my first crop, also known as the Breba crop, has always been bigger and sweeter than the second. That's perhaps because I live in a very temperate climate here in Southern California. In colder climates, the Breba crop can fall off before it even gets big enough or ripens. If I lived in a colder climate, I might be more aggressive with my dormant season pruning, removing up to 40% of last year's growth. But because I live here and I want to maintain as much of my amazing Breba crop as possible, I'm going to cut at the recommended 20% of last year's wood. You will need a nice sharp pair of shears, and if you have any branches that are an inch in diameter or larger, you might need a small saw like mine. Mine are a little bit rusty, but they've been cleaned. And if you've ever used either of these tools on any plants that are affected by disease, mold, or other pests, be sure to sterilize them first by dousing them in rubbing alcohol before you use them. If you have crossing branches or branches that are within 6 inches of each other, that's the first place to start, by removing them. So you can see this is all looking really good, and we're just gonna get right into removing that 20%. So if I take this branch, for instance, let's look at this whole branch right here. About 20% of that is somewhere in here, right? So I wanna pick a cut that's just above a bud that's facing away from the center of the tree. I think probably right in between these two will be good. And then this bud is gonna, in the spring, come out further from the tree. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get in here, and I'm gonna cut right in the middle, nice and clean. So there you have it. And now I'm gonna go and do all the rest of these. So let me set up my ladder. So there you have it. What a beautiful shape, right? I'm pretty proud of this tree. I also want to mention spring and summer pruning, which is a lot less common because the main reason why you would do it is to reduce the vigor of the tree, and that's not commonly desired. So there you have it. This is dormant season fig tree pruning. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hi, Roots. My sweet little Queen Figgy. My Queen Figgy. Mom, seriously? Why are you bugging me? Why are you bugging me, Mom? Because you're too cute and you must be punished. Thanks.